Greetings RC friends, welcome to Props and Wheels. So the question is, what happened to my VisionAire? VisionAire is one of my favorite airplanes in my fleet. Well, the answer is nothing happened to my VisionAire. It is alive and well. Thank you very much for asking. Well, what is this? Well, this VisionAire belongs to my dear friend Derek. He told me the other day that he has this broken VisionAire. He bought it brand new and he decided to fly it in the local park, and apparently it was a little too fast for the local park. It ended up on a tree, broken like this. So it has quite a bit damage, but this is what I like about foamies. When foamies crash, especially EPO, EPP, usually they are fixable, not like balsa planes. Balsa planes, once they break, you have to replace the parts. It's very difficult to fix those, especially with those nice coverings. But this one got a lot of damage. As you can see, the front and nose piece is almost separating. The prop and spinner are broken. And this one of the cover is easy fix. And one of those wing fins is broken. And of course there's damage everywhere on the wing. And what I claim is this can be mostly fixed using hot glue and within a short amount of time. So that's what I am claiming, and I'm going to try to prove it to you. Let's get started. Here are the tools and supplies I'm planning to use. First of all, I'm going to use this new Gorilla brand heat gun, as well as the glue sticks. These were highly recommended by Nate from RC Sailor's YouTube channel, and I wanted to try it rather than using my craft store grade sticks and the glue gun. And then, of course, any repair, respectful repair, cannot be without a duct tape. So this may be used for giving some flattening, straightening, whatever is needed on that foam. And if foam cannot be straightened out this way, then I may be using carefully the heat gun to soften certain parts and reshape them. And for strengthening the broken fuselage or wings, I may be using these wooden sticks together with the hot glue. And I think that's going to be enough. If I need to add any other tools or supplies, I will let you know. The firewall seems to be in good condition, the engine mount, and I don't see any resistance to rotation on the motor, and also the shaft seems to be straight. I don't think it had an impact from the front, so that's a great thing. But again, the front has taken a brunt. So if you see, it's almost like disintegrating all the way. I'm not sure if I should just pull everything off, the nose off, so I can kind of line up everything correctly. This crack goes almost all the way around down to here. And also inside, if you look, this battery tray, the sidewalls on this side, on the left hand side, has warped and separated from the foam and broken as well in two places, here and here. And you can see that crack propagating inside the bottom of the foam. And this side has separated as well. So what I have to do is quickly glue everything together. Just put a lot of glue, excessive, and then just push everything in. And I'm not sure I'll have to do any kind of heating on this side, maybe later to shape it up a little bit. But first I want to get this all together in one piece. And later I may also end up putting some bracing with hot glue on both sides and maybe on the bottom on three sides in order to strengthen the nose a little bit like this. It's not going to look great, but hey, I don't care about the looks at this point. I want this to fly straight and nicely for my friend Derek. So that's what counts. No looks. No beauty contest today. Okay, let's continue. The repair so far is going pretty good. I may have to heat treat this side, but if you look, it is quite straight from the center line perspective. Maybe the walls are a little in, but the motor is kind of looking straight, at least to my eye. So I may still try to heat treat this and see if it pops back. One thing I'm just going to do is, here's the battery tray. I removed the 4 screw that holds it in there. Just going to remove it for now so that I can access this plastic bracing inside, which was underneath that battery tray, so I can do a good job of bonding it using the hot glue to the foam, so it will give some strength to the structure and maybe straighten it out a little more. And other than that, the cracks have been filled and everything seems to be solid. Once I'm done with the front part, I'm going to move to the tail section. This is going to be a little trickier because this is really all around and I have to work very quickly. This Gorilla hot glue is great. This sticks. They give me about 30 to 45 seconds before they start getting a hold, and then I have to continue holding it for another minute or two until I'm sure that the parts are not going to separate. But it gives me enough time to work and also solidifies pretty quickly. So the front section of the fuselage is all completed. Everything looks good and straight, and even this, I fixed the mechanism here. It was stuck, and now it can be locked. Then it pops off. So this is all good. Now I'm going to continue with the back part, the broken tail section. The repair of the fuselage is, I think, almost completed. There is one little issue that the foam on the right hand side of the fuselage has been kind of crushed too much, and when I put it together I tried to make it straight, but still if you look from the front it bends all the, if you look straight, the rudder is slightly to the right. I don't know if you can see from this angle, but if you see, it is all crooked, turned to the right a little bit. So I think that can be remedied with a little bit of, it will have probably right yawing tendency because of that. A little bit of left rudder trim may fix that. So other than that, it looks good, and I'm just going to use a little bit of duct tape around this area just to straighten it. I don't think it's going to need any bracing. I think a duct tape, just a wrap of duct tape around the seam is going to give it enough strength. And other than that, I may also end up putting just strips of wood on each side, the right, left. I don't think the bottom is going to need it. And that will give some extra bracing for the front, where there will be a lot of pull from the motor. The repair of the fuselage is completed except the propeller and the spinner. I think I may be able to just epoxy the cracks on the spinner and reuse it after cleaning it a little bit. Got some, looks like soil in it, some dirt. And then I'm just going to use the prop from mine and order a new prop for mine. Next I'm going to just concentrate on fixing the wings. And after the wings are fixed, should be ready for its resurrected maiden flight. it is finally in one piece again. That's great. Just a couple hours of working on it. Some elbow grease, some Gorilla hot glue. By the way, this combination, the hot glue gun and the glue sticks, were about $15 from Amazon Prime, free shipping, so it worked very well. So the last bit is just binding it to probably my either DX6i or my RadioMaster TX16S, one of those, and test all the control surfaces, making sure everything is working well. And then I'm going to put on the propeller and spinner, and it should be ready for its test flight. Here it is, the broken ParkZone VisionAire, all fixed up and ready to fly. Everything set up, ailerons, elevator, rudder, motor. And then I also set up the different triple rates. So if you can see, this is the highest rate, mid rate 75%, low rate 50%, and 100%, 75, 50%. And it's ready for its test flight. And this is all it takes to fix a broken foamie. Also, I will put the links for binding and doing the triple rates, programming the triple rates on the TX16S down in the description. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe and healthy. See you on the next video. Bye bye.